Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bogey King. Glad you're here today. Today we got a fun video for you. It's another part of our Golf 101 series. We're going to be talking about golf bag essentials. What are the key things you need to get out on the course? And then what are some extras that'll be fun or nice to have? And so we're going to go through quickly just some things that I think will be key for you to get out on the course. If you haven't seen it, I've got my bag 101 video. I'll put the link in the description below and a link above. I've also done some bag reviews. I reviewed this Ogio Alpha golf bag. I've also reviewed my Nike stand carry bag. So go look for those videos if you're looking for a new golf bag. But today we're going to talk about what you need to get in your golf bag to get on the golf course. So before we get into the specifics though, if you're new here, hit subscribe, hit that like, goes a long way to help the channel. Share these videos with your friends and family. We have a giveaway coming up. If we get to 150 subscribers, we're going to give away a Golf Galaxy gift card. Then we get to 500 subscribers, we have an even bigger giveaway. So you want to stay tuned and be around for that, but you must be a YouTube subscriber in order to be eligible for that. Without further introduction, let's get into it. Let's go through what you need. So the first thing I think that seems to be obvious, but we just want to state, is you want to have clubs. So I would suggest, about 14 clubs. That's typically what, like my bag has 14-way divider. That would include your driver all the way down through your wedges and then your putter. And so if you have more than 14 clubs, might be a lot to manage, adds a lot of weight. If you have less than that, you could be limited as the type of shots you could take, but overall, having the full set is usually about 14 clubs. The second thing you're gonna need is golf balls. So as you can see here, I have a few golf balls laid out. I recommend taking at least 6 golf balls. Honestly, I would say take at least a dozen. If you're like me and you're an average golfer, you definitely lose balls, and so you don't wanna get on the course and be at a certain place where maybe your 12th, 13th hole and you're like, I've got to play really good. I got 1 or 2 balls left and that's it. You want to have, the confidence that you're going to be fine. You're going to have plenty of balls to play. No one's going to judge you if you have a handful of balls in your bag and you just have them there in case. The next thing you're going to want is tees. Now I carry both short and long tees. I use these plastic tees. I get them from Walmart or Golf Galaxy. Walmart sells them $5 for 25. These are 3.5 or 3 3/4 length. Really good for using with your driver. And then I have these short tees that I use. These are great for your iron tee shots, maybe hitting off of your hybrids or something. Really keeps the ball low, but these plastic ones are extremely durable. I've played with this one for the past probably 5 or 6 rounds and it still looks and performs great. The next thing you're going to have is a glove. I always take a couple of gloves with me. It's good to have, if you're a right-handed golfer, you're going to wear on your left hand. If you're left-handed, you're going to wear on your right hand. It's usually your lead hand. It's meant for grip, for protection. The grips in the clubs are, made out of rubber or other materials. And so, that over time can really get some wear and tear on your hand. So I recommend having a glove or two, especially if you're going to play 18 holes. Having, more than one glove is good to be able to switch it out, especially if it's warm and your hand gets sweaty. Nice to have. The next thing that is going to be key is having a ball marker. So you can see here, I have a combo ball marker divot tool. So this is going to be very important when you get out there. The first thing is the ball marker. When you get the ball on the green and your friends are still playing and getting up there, or maybe they're trying to practice or get the line off their putt, you want to have this out there, mark the ground where your ball is. This way they can putt around you or over you. The divot tool is very important when you get out there. I see it all the time, I'm sure you do too. You get out there and the divot is when the ball hits the green and it creates a divot or creates essentially a bump in the green. You want to use this to fix those. It's courtesy. It's also helpful when you get out there and you're lining your putt up. You don't want to see 3 or 4 holes in the green where you have to putt around or you have to go fix. It adds to the game time. It also makes it not as fun if you're out there. Something else that's really important is having a towel. So I have this towel hanging on here. It's a pretty legit and thick towel. I use this to clean my clubs off. Often I carry a secondary towel if you're playing in the morning when there's dew, maybe after a rainstorm. You want that secondary towel to get out there, wipe your clubs off. You take a couple practice swings, your club face gets wet. You definitely don't want to hit it with the wet club face. It's not going to have the same response that a dry club face would. You also want to make sure you can wipe your grips off. Again, a dry grip, having a firm grip on that club is going to be more optimal when you're out on the golf course. And then I think lastly, the last essential thing that you should get or have is a rangefinder. Now I use my Garmin S62 golf watch as my rangefinder. Some people prefer the precise or specificness of the optical rangefinders. there are several options for you. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get a basic rangefinder for, you know, a couple $100 or less, and then you can get maybe more in the advanced for, you know, somewhere around 500. So again, it's all based on your necessity, your needs, and your abilities. But I think that what that does is it gives you the enhanced ability to read where you are. And if you know your distances and you do know how far you hit your clubs, it's going to give you a better indicator that, hey, I'm 150 out and I hit my 8-iron 150 on average, so I'm going to hit my 8-iron. You know, you don't want to get up there with a 9 to be short or with a 7 to be long. That gives you that ability, that advantage. And so I definitely recommend, you know, the Garmin golf watch. You can actually get some of the, you know, entry-level golf watches for, you know, relatively inexpensively. You can go up to the S62. You can get the G80 golf computer. Those are all great options that can really help you out. That's the basics. Now there's some things that I think are good to have, you know, beyond that. So extras would be a Sharpie. You want to mark your ball, or a ball stamp. I don't know if you can see from there, but I have this smiley face ball stamp. So I stick this on a lot of the balls that I have, so I know, you know, which ball is mine when I'm out there. If you're playing, you know, maybe that's a super bright orange ball, maybe you're playing a white Titleist or a white Top Flight, or, you know, any of the above. You want to have an indicator that shows it's your ball, so when you're out looking for it, you know whose it is. You can just use the numbers on the ball, that's fine too, but, you know, a lot of people I play with like to have that personalization. You can also utilize, there's tools you can get to draw lines, you know, for alignment for your putts or for your drives. That's also helpful as well. Another key thing to have would be an umbrella. So I have this tailor-made golf umbrella. It's super big, but it folds up nice and compact. It fits in the side of my bag really nicely. And so, you know, when you're out there, most of the time I look at the weather beforehand, but if you're out there and a random storm pops up or a random shower, you want to be protected, have some coverage. It's good to have and doesn't take up a whole lot of space in your bag. And then the other thing that you might want to have is this ball retriever. I got this from Walmart. I think it was like 12 or 15 bucks. Goes to about 12 feet in extension. And if you have a ball that's right at the edge of the water, or you see some balls in a place you can't get to, but this can, it's definitely a great option to have. Again, not necessary. You can just leave the ball sometimes, but that is definitely something that'll help you out when you're out on the course. And then I think just a few extra things that'll go a long way. If you see here, I have this bug repellent. You know, depending upon the time of year, time of day, bugs can be aggressive. You don't want to come back all bit up. So I always carry some bug repellent with me. Sunscreen is very important. You want to protect your skin. The sun can be very aggressive today. It is beautiful. It's super bright. And that means the sun is beating down on my arms and my face and my legs. And so you want to make sure you have good skin protection and coverage. Water is key. I always recommend you have plenty of water for the round. Whether you're deciding to have some adult beverages or not, you want to have water. You want to stay hydrated. So it's very important to have water. Have a Yeti or Ozark Trail or one of the mugs that keeps water cold for a long time. That's going to go a long way. You want to make sure you have some snacks. You know, when you're playing around, a 9-hole round is going to be between 2.5 hours, depending upon your speed of play. 18 holes is going to take you 4 to 4.5 hours. So, you know, some clubs have snack shops and snack carts and things, and that definitely helps when you're out there. But I always recommend take like a high protein snack, have some peanuts, or just, you know, maybe a granola bar or something that'll help you stay, you know, feeling good while you're out there. Nothing worse than being out on the course and starting to feel crappy, having a headache, or getting out there and feeling, you know, worn down. And then I think last but not least is having a jacket. The jacket's something you want to have. I carry usually a windbreaker in my bag. Just a nice option to have if you're out and the weather turns, it gets a little colder, the breeze kicks up. Something I can recommend is dressing in layers, depending upon the time of year. You know, if it's in like this fall or the spring and the weather's unpredictable, I tend to go layers. I have a polo, a vest, and then a jacket or a sweater, or maybe the polo, sweater, vest. This way I can kind of adjust based on the conditions, and I still have the freedom to move my arms and play the way that I'm used to. So having a jacket is going to be key. That's what I have for you today. Hopefully this was helpful. I know I went through it really fast, but hopefully you can skip to the parts you need to know. Again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that like. We are in the process of getting to 150 subscribers. When we do, we're going to do a Galaxy gift card giveaway, so we're excited about that. We get to 500 subscribers, I've got an even bigger giveaway plan. So you want to be plugged in. You must be a YouTube subscriber to be a part of the giveaway. So go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and share with your friends. Get them plugged in. Lots of great stuff on the way. At Bogey King Golf here, we seek to inspire, educate. We do product reviews, and we like to have fun. So we hope that you're a part of what's going on. We hope that you're here for our journey, and we're just glad you're watching. So thank you. And as we say every week, you can still have fun even when you're playing +1. So until next week, have a great week. Get out and get some golf, and we will talk to you soon. All right, everyone, later.